Welcome to Meditation Week. I am Jivamukti present to you. I am your host and co-coordinator for the week of meditations. MeditationWeek.com was conceived just a few months ago, and it was more inspired by the idea that we could come together and be inspired as a community who love to meditate and to promote the idea that people ought to meditate. Now, some of us have never tried it and maybe are curious about it. They've heard of meditation but don't know a thing about it, other than thinking maybe it's related to one type of Eastern tradition or religion. They're just not sure. So we have different lectures and talks as well as just down and out meditations happening, whether they're just a sound meditation or a guided meditation, or a group of people doing a meditation that's on video. It's for you to check out. And my request is, as the producer of the event, to be non-judgmental, because what you might be watching at one particular hour, and we're trying to do these in hour segments, so it's different blocks, so you've got plenty of time if you're late in the hour to still catch what's going on. An hour might be a good length of time to meditate, particularly if you're new. I personally just recommend, if you've never done it before, you can get a sense of it within 10 to 15, 20 minutes. And its idea of a practice is that you practice it, and so it's repetition that makes it count. You could try it one time and go, oh, I tried it, it didn't work for me. You didn't really engage meditation as a practice, which means that you might take 15, 20 minutes upon waking up in the morning, or right after breakfast, depending on what your schedule and routine is before you go to work or take the kids to school, or right afterwards. Some people meditate in the car, wherever you have that quiet space. Now, not exactly meditating while driving in the car. I just want to reiterate that, they probably, just before they turn on the engine, before they drive out to work, or maybe at the point where they park, taking a moment before they get out of the car and begin the next segment of their day. There's an arrival process of just coming within. And that's what self-discovery is all about, and one of the benefits you get from meditation. So I want to just really give that little in there that, finding time to meditate can be a challenge for some people, but everybody has 15 or 20 minutes. Even if you just take that time out before your favorite television show begins, or immediately afterwards, after eating, whatever it is, you break apart your routine where you can just find 15 minutes, and then you add that to your daily routine. And if you can go longer, great. And for those of you that are challenged because of the mind chatter, the monkey mind, well, that's okay too, because you're engaged in the process. And to me, as long as you're observing and you're learning, and you have to engage with an open mind and say, well, I want to try this and see what occurs, and you observe what occurs. So I could talk more about how to, from my vantage point or in view, to begin the practice of meditation. It starts with dedicating uninterrupted time. And if you can do it on a daily basis, that's great. But knowing that you've got some quiet time right now, let's say, that you would use the opportunity of being present in the here and now to engage and to practice meditation. So you can choose from a number of different videos and selections that are happening during meditation week, and try one of those out. And after you've done one, you try a different one. It doesn't have to be all in the same day. If you just get in one meditation per day, you're doing great. And for some, it just might be you get a meditation in every few days or a couple of days, or because you attend a yoga class once a week. And there's an after session locally that in a yoga class that's held just a couple blocks away, and he holds a free meditation afterwards. And he has a full class during yoga, but very few people stay afterwards. And it could be a time constraint, but it's also because some people might fear meditation. They don't know what to expect. They've never tried it before. It is great if you can get a guide. There are meditation coaches out there where you can go to a class. And because there's many different styles and techniques, it does come down to the same core essence. Most meditators will agree that it's about stepping back from your thinking, letting it go, and as Deepak Chopra would say, living within the gap between the thoughts, between the sentences and the words, where there's just that little space between. And if you could dwell a bit more in the void, so you're avoiding what I call the dis, which is the dissatisfaction, the disorientation, right? So the disgust that we judge and see around ourselves, and maybe rightfully so, there's something that does need to be corrected. but we get so attached or emotionally affected, we're actually disabled. So we come more into an enabling aspect in our contemplation or meditation technique, which allows us to step back from something that might be considered problematic or limiting in our ability to deal with it, to where we become a bit more empowered because we have a greater perspective on it, or we've let go of the attachments. That was ever the issue now becomes something manageable, and oftentimes something we can just let go. It's no longer having any hold on us, any negativity or the negative effect has dissipated. And that's the ideal outcome towards finding spiritual solutions, where things are resolved responsibly, taken care of, but at the same time, it's no longer an issue. It's just been resolved. It's done. Gone. And to the highest degree, right? Or the most positive outcome was obtained. Something that was egalitarian and beneficial for all. So it can be a learning experience. How you engage your meditation, basically, again, is observing, and some of us take a notebook or have a journal, and we write down our impressions, insights, those things that were gained were of benefit. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Jivanmukti present to you, and Meditation Week is upon us.